guys, welcome back. We're up to chapter 2, Friend or Foe. Shane, take it away.
Let's get into it. Desperate to reach his destination, Argus North tripped and fell. He slid down the hill through the forest, smearing dirt along his tight-fitting, faded camouflage suit, and came to a halt against a tree. Tired and sweaty, he felt glad for the rest and fought to keep his eyes open, though he soon nodded off to sleep. Images of hooded people in a crowded bar swept through his dreams, and his eyes loomed large. Foggy, blue-purple irises where the white should have been. Sacks of gold, tales of faraway lands, words of a mission that may or may not happen. Argus opened his eyes and looked around for a moment, unsure. "What?" he said, and then realised he'd fallen asleep. "Damn," he said. He hauled his body up and cursed. "But it's been over 20 years!" He couldn't believe the strange-eyed people needed him now. Why now? He wanted to scream. Why now? After all, his knees hurt, his chest felt tight, his muscles ached, and his mouth felt parched, and he still had a distance to go. He shook his head and surged forward, trying to remember what he once did to ignore pain. As if stubbornly hibernating, his toughness slowly stirred inside him. Sunlight flitted through the forest, causing him to curse again. His orders had been simple. Get to the cousins before daybreak. They must not be allowed to return home. He got up, crashed through the trees towards their homestead, smelling a faint hint of spent gunpowder in the breeze. The forest abruptly ended and he stopped, stunned at the sight before him. Bit of a break. Now we go straight back to the cousins.
Okay. So who is Argus?
Yeah, who's Argus North? There's some guy, by the sounds of it, that's looking for the cousins. Shafts of thin morning light streamed in through the fake tree stump above Lexington. Hunched over a desk beside a bed and a large stack of tinned food, she pored over several open notebooks spread around her, analysing her working outs. Scrawled maps, calculations, distances and past tests faced up at her from her notebook pages. Satisfied, she reached up to the small pipe which connected the foxhole, stood and whispered into it.
"Mal, I'm awake. Shh, not so loud. Fine, what is it?"
Lexington could almost hear Melaleuca roll her eyes back.
"When are you going to tell me what your mum said?" "Why?" "Well, for a starter, last night you said we are to wait here for our parents to return, but with no explanation. I expressed then how. I need all the information." "Quixote told you what he saw?"
Melaleuca said. Lexington tapped her pencil.
"Well, Quixote is unreliable. 1,000 men. Our fathers move like lightning? No. I think I know what happened. Lex, trust me. I want to, but this is what I do. Ask why? You know that. We wait," said
Melaleuca. Lexington flopped back down, frustrated. She knew that stubborn tone.
Why is Mel being so difficult? I hate it when she decides her feelings are instantly correct.
Lexington reached into her pocket and pulled out the object her mother had given her and held up a medallion on a heavy chain. On one side, 2 squares sat embossed, opposite each other, and the tips of their points touching. On the other side sat a raised circle with 2 opposing sections missing. She slipped it over her head and tucked it out of sight beneath her overalls.
Melaleuca's not the only one with secrets.
She whispered through the pipe again.
"I'm coming over."
She peered through the slit on the side of the stump, checking the coast was clear. Movement near the edge of the clearing alarmed her. The bushes shook back and forth as if someone pushed them from beneath. What if it was one of the attackers from last night? She glanced at her notes and knew that even now they could be scouring the hillside for them. She lowered herself down and whispered through a different pipe.
"Ari?"
No reply came.
"Quixote?"
No reply came. She whispered Ari's name a second time, but still no reply came.
"What if they have already been?"
She peered once more through the slit, and the bushes no longer moved. She placed her hand on her chest to still her fright and wished Ari were here to give her courage, as he normally would.
What to do?
Though she knew, as ever, she needed solid facts, and that meant looking. Anyway, it did not make sense that the attackers would shake a bush and give away their position so carelessly. A camouflage net lay beside the tin food. just one of the many signs showing their parents must have known something like this could happen. She threw it around her shoulders and pushed the lid slowly open. Quixote lay on the ground, spread out between the bushes, surrounded by toy men and soldiers, his body pushed partway under his camouflage net. "Hey, Lexington, come and play!"
Oh, Quixote, you're supposed to be in your foxhole. I thought you were someone else.
He laughed and pretended to shoot her. Pew, pew.
Where'd you get those?
She pointed at his toy men.
Were they in your foxhole?
"Nope, all in my pockets." She shook her head and slunk over to Melaleuca's foxhole and placed her head close to the fake bark.
Now, you realise that Quixote's out of his foxhole?
Lexington said.
Yes, hang on,
said Melaleuca with a muffled voice.
I told Ari to make sure he is hidden. I can't see Ari anywhere, and he did not answer me.
Melaleuca opened her lid, squinting as she looked up.
It's all right. He's out on his lookout. Why are you so worried?
Lexington shoved the notebook at her, displaying her scribbled notes.
Oh, how long will this take? Hop in,
Melaleuca said. Inside the foxhole, Lexington took her through all her calculations.
So, you see, with what they said last night, the edge in their voices, the fact that none of our fathers came out, and these foxholes, and the secret escape door, which we knew nothing about, and it either means someone or something has attacked us, and they're not after our parents, they are after us. Camouflage nets, well-stocked hiding holes, a well-planned escape route. What was in your pockets?
Melaleuca asked.
My...
Lexington patted her pockets as she spoke.
Exactly what I need for something like this. More proof that... Pens and paper.
Asked Melaleuca.
Yes, so I can make notes. Which is what you are doing, and what's in Ari's.
Lexington shrugged her shoulders, and Melaleuca saw in her eyes she did not like being outwitted.
I have not seen in his pockets either.
Melaleuca said.
But I know what he has. And what's in your pockets?
Lexington asked. Melaleuca pulled a piece of card from one of her pockets and handed it to Lexington, and then pulled more bits of card from her other pocket, handing them all to her. On each card, one word lay emblazoned. Trust. Lexington flipped them over and back again, rubbing her finger across the word, and even held it up to the light.
What does it mean?
Lexington asked.
It means follow me,
Melaleuca said, and climbed out of the foxhole. With Lexington behind her, Melaleuca surveyed the clearing, ending where Quixote no longer lay. So, Quixote's no longer there. We're going to end it there, and we'll do some more reading in the next video.
So turn off now if you don't want to hear us just talk about what's going on.
So they've woken up, it's morning. They're in foxholes, which I've already discussed what they are. The foxholes have lots of...
Quixote gone missing.
Quixote. He's got toy soldiers. He's outside. They could be attacked, and he's playing.
Yeah, and Ari's not answering his pipe thing.
We don't even know where Ari is yet.
He's in one of his lookouts. That's what Melaleuca said.
But the foxholes have tin food, camouflage nets. So there's something big going on. Well, I guess we're going to find out when we do the next reading. So if you're keen, you can watch the next video.
And get the link if you haven't got it yet.
Get the link to the free ebook of book 1 if you'd like to just carry on reading the whole thing. Thanks for listening.
Ciao.
Ciao.